Yo, what's up? Champagne sloppy. Sloppy jalopy. Oh, yes. Get in here, y'all. Hit the like button. Light it up. Oh, yes. Champagne sloppy has once again hijacked my live stream by dropping some news I got to report on. I don't want to. Wasn't having no plans on doing that. I was getting ready to talk boxing on the other channel, and now I got to do this. So let's talk about it. Champagne Sloppy, aka Drake, has done something kind of crazy here. Drake has done something that nobody has ever thought about. Right? He was going to sue UMG Publishing Company, put together a petition saying that they helped Kendrick Lamar, they pushed his records, and they did all these things, and I got proof, I got evidence, and I will use it. Then he came out to Spotify, but never ever did he mention suing Kendrick Lamar and PG Lane. Start saying RICO statutes and all of this garbage that he was putting up using information he got from academics' channel. Whenever I saw a lawyer mentioning that, it was crazy. So it was nuts. It's saying that they conspired to do all these things just to hurt him, because he's Drake and they want to come after him. You're right, I called it. Just the last video I did, I said, hey, look, this guy here, he's gonna drop the petition. I told you it was gonna happen. He was gonna drop all this fake lawsuit stuff. I knew it. Oh, we're going to resolve all this stuff outside of court, and everything else is going to get resolved. It's going to get resolved. You're going to sit there, you're going to make your little statements, and then you're going to come to agreement to go back to work for daddy. And that's what you better do. And that's what you going to do. You didn't point the finger at Kendrick Lamar. You wanted to point it at them. And they knew you weren't going to file that suit. But guess what? The Texas lawsuit is still going. And on January the 28th, he has to go to court. But you know what he's going to do? He's going to drop that one too. Why? Because it's all fabricated. And if he got to go to court, he's got to prove all the evidence he got. And all the evidence he got is circumstantial garbage. None of it holds water. He knows it. He's trying to do something to try to save face. And he don't realize he just made it worse for himself, because all his fans are on the internet. And now he's like, oh, I'm finna drop a great album now. I've talked with Universal, UMG, and we're good. Man, nobody cared about that. So UMG had absolutely nothing to do with it. He knew that. Lucian Grange is your man. That's your daddy. Your daddy was Lucian Grange. Nobody cared about what you was doing. Lucian was the one. That was your daddy. That was your rich baby daddy. Then you came out with all those doggone, what they called, the 100 gigs of just crap. All the stuff you've been working on that's supposed to have been on this album now supposed to come out. You just dropped 100 gigs of all of that with the songs you had, Sakana Rhythm and all that garbage. Yeah, you remember that. He's trying to get out of a deal at all costs. He can't get out of a deal. See, this is what I keep talking about. The internet don't realize what's really going on. Drake, he recouped his money already. He did not. They're the distributors. So if he gets whatever he thinks he's going to get, Kanye already know. The DSPs belong to Lucian. Everything belongs to Lucian Grain. Kanye's not slow. He knows what's up. Look, everybody's telling him Drake took a slave deal, and now he wanted to negotiate after realizing he's way more. Lucian told that boy to F off. Ever since the boy been throwing shots at his records and even tried to only drop on IG. No, him and Lucian was cool till Not Like Us came out. And he wanted them to try to take the song down. He wanted to use his Drake power, and he found out that Jewish boy power don't work for him. Then he could do a Jewish boy fit. Oh, I know they holding me back. This the second video in a row. They over here doing their tampering. We didn't seen it. I'm glad y'all seen it. Now, right. We don't care about Champagne Sloppy, but he got another lawsuit in Texas with Spotify and UMG. That one, they got a court date for January the 28th. I guarantee you, he pulled the plug on that one too. You see, all of this is coming to a head, man. All of this stuff is coming to an end. All this trash, all this Drake crap, all of it is coming to an end. Real hip hop is coming back. Kendrick dropped the creative album, G and X, and everybody act like, wow. So you can be creative and be popular. You don't have to be on social media all the time. Wow. Content really works. Okay, I get it now. Yeah, I hope you do. Because this is what's real. The fans deserve what's real, not all this fake crap they keep trying to regurgitate and throw out into the world. And that's what people are sick of. We tired of hearing the song that sound like that song. This sound like that song. Oh, that song sound like this song. That's why they don't remember you. That's why you're forgettable. Get to the music. Now you don't want to get to the music. Our famous actor that we once knew was looking paranoid and now spiraling. He's moving like a degenerate. And this is why we want nothing to do with it. Yeah, you did a $400 million deal, giving up everything, digital rights, image rights, everything belongs to Lucian. That's why he was able to take your Instagram stuff down. UMG, we ganked it. You can't put up nothing. You can't go and release no mixtape. You can't make no music. So you can blame Not Like Us. You can blame everything. Blame your poor decisions. You was in a bad contract because you was signed to a nigga that was signed to a nigga that said he was signed to Latin. You the one put the cease and desist on the Like That record. Then lied and said, I didn't do that. Yes, you did. They put it up there. So we know the kind of person you was. Put a cease and desist on the Like That record? Oh, what? You ain't like that record? So we know you're a liar. You put the cease and desist on the Like That record. Oh, what? You ain't like that record? All them little shots you took on first person shooter because Kendrick wouldn't join you and J. Cole. He smelt the setup. He said, I don't know about this. He said y'all had some things to discuss. I heard about 10 seconds of Jello song, then I turned it off. I didn't know that song had a name. That's more for the young folks. All right, Drake came, he's stuck. Ever since that Not Like Us hit, they were like, all right, Drake, it's time to go back, retaliate. You got to get in the booth. All right, hold up. All right, I'm ready. Oh, I got something for him now. Yeah, I'm ready. Yeah, not pop, 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 rock, rock, top. Yeah, now tune for your truck, boy. Yeah. Yeah, not like us. Yes, you're not like us. Yeah, you're not like us, the Jewish people. We have all the money. Yeah. How about that? If I say the Jewish people, is that right? I can't do this. Have Vori come in here and write something. Is Vori still, is they still here? Can they write something for me before they leave? What do they mean they quit? They're gone? Wowzers. Wowzers. Thanks for the loyalty. Thanks for the support. Wowzers. I guess you know who your real friends are. Wowzers. They're leaving me? Okay. Wowzers. I got you. Wowzers. Okay, that was a good one. Yeah, not like that. Everybody's laughing at me. This is sad. I've never in my life loved a child. Oh my God, damn, that boy sound. I said, oh my God, I never looked twice at a teenager. We're like, yeah, you did. Well, you looked once, and you were gone. It's Drake thing is he's damaged his own career beyond repair. I don't think there's any way back now. Well, it's only one route back. You dissed the only man that could give you some help. Forget a rap battle. This is a real rap battle with yourself. The only person that could save you, Drake, and I want you to see my face when I say this, the only person that can save you is not your pen. Because we know you can't do it from this. The only thing that can save you is Kendrick Lamar. You're going to have to crawl on broken glass on your hands and knees in a staircase of piss to Kendrick Lamar and say, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Like you do with everybody else. And go and kiss his ass like you do everybody else and tell him how sorry you are. I'm so sorry, everybody. This man is an inspirational, once in a time genius. Yes, you do all that. That's what you need to do, Sloppy. Because it's over. Your run is over and it didn't come fast enough. Once you cross the line with me, you have forever made an enemy of me. I don't care if you get back cool with him or not. You have made an enemy of me. And that's something you don't do. Yeah, once you decide to make an enemy of me, and tried to come in my direction, oh, no, 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 no. I had to let you know I am not academic. Do not make that mistake. It's not going to be nice. Yeah, it's not like us. It's the fastest rap song to ever hit all these numbers on Spotify and all these platforms. And this dude is sitting here crying and whining. Then Drake want to throw these two guys in a RICO like they were paid by Kendrick Lamar's people. To us, it's a shame, because what we're witnessing with tickets on sale till I silenced it. Oh, he silenced it already. He shut it all the way down. AK was mad Drake lied to him. That's why he took it out on LeBron. No. Clynisha, he ain't mad. He doing what he was told. That boy is a total minion, puppet. So Drake had the story of Adion taken down. He does all of these moves during battles. They was like, UMG has been botting you for years. Spotify took this and was getting, man, they had to make it up for all these subscribers who was pissed. They kept promoting Drake on their pages. And then it's alleged that you paid Twitter pages to lie on Kendrick Lamar. You see these people? They were all talking about, look, it was all Drake. The whole page was, every song was Drake. And they was like, you guys are ridiculous. This whole Drake thing is excessive. My whole browse section is him only. I don't care about his new album, and I don't need to see his face literally everywhere on my Spotify. I pay you guys every month so I can avoid advertising. I don't listen to Drake on anything even remotely similar. Yet I'm being flooded with his new album. Come on, Spotify. This is 2018. So how you gonna sue them? This is what I told y'all from the beginning. He has no legs to stand on. This lawsuit is fraudulent. And I told you, this petition of a lawsuit, like, we're gonna file it. I'm like, then file it. You pump faking. Everybody know you pump faking, so go ahead and file it. Oh, we settled out of court. We're good now. Settle what? You wasn't getting no money out of UMG. He's like, what the F? My field is being carpet bombed with this hack. Okay, he's got a new album. I don't need 37 playlists with his picks. I get it. Artist needs to promote things, but this is ridiculous. Turn it off. So they had to give all these people free plays and everything because they did this for Drake. But he had no problem when they was pushing his album. And all of his works, all of his songs, flooding it, the streaming things to inflate his numbers. He didn't care. So the fact of the matter is, Champagne Sloppy did it once again, withdraw his petition, and now he looks like a clown for even putting it out there in the first place. I don't know who advised this chump, but Champagne Sloppy, you have got to be the stupidest man on earth. I don't know how you made it this far, being as stupid as you are. Because my gosh, I mean, really, they got to have a machine protecting you because you're so stupid. I've never seen anybody who would think it would be a good idea to do this. This whole thing wasn't a good idea from the jump Like, if you could have asked anybody in your comment section, Drake, was this a good idea? They gonna say, no. This is not a good idea. Yeah, what happened? You listening to your mama again, ain't it? That's your mama. I'm willing to bet your mama, because you a mama's boy to the core. Yes, me and my mom, nothing against us, no weapon against us can prosper. Yeah, it's you. You've been listening to mama again. And that's your problem, boy. You damn near 40 and you still running the mama. You can't make your own decisions as a man already. You probably still live with his damn mama. Got mama living with him. You can't be away from mama. Your balls got to drop and be on your own, boy. You 40. Oh, UMG just told him, like, dude, drop some songs and put them out. They don't care. They get all the money anyway. What do they care who wins the rap battle? Drake is like, no, they don't care. They would want you to win more than anything. You got a $400 million loan with them, not them. You the one got to pay them out of everything you do. Your image, everything. Because they own the DLPs, DSPs. They got all the spins. The digital spins, everything. It goes through them. UMG knows it. They distribute almost everything music anyway. What do they care about Drake? That's why I keep telling y'all. He's not even the top 10 artist. That's why I keep trying to tell people, Drake, you're not even a concern for them. You're not somebody that they gotta pay attention to. We had this talk before. I'm like, the top artists of 2024. Post Malone. Sabrina Carpenter was number 1. Chappelle Rowan, or whatever. Billie Eilish, Taylor Swift, and Post Malone. Those were the top 5 artists in 2024. Then it's Kendrick and Doe Chill and Gigi Perez. People, I don't know half of these damn people. Guess who ain't there? Champagne Sloppy. No, you're right. Petitions don't have settlements because it was never filed. So there's nothing to have a settlement with. You can come to an agreement, but there's nothing to settle. Now, his Texas case has a court date because that's actually going through the system. So January the 28th is the date it's supposed to go through the system. It's not going to go through the system. That's going to be eliminated too. If he goes and I pray it go to the system because I want to see what they do now. Drake did not have to lose any money over this case. It was like, well, who paid for his lawyers? Did he have them on retainer and they just filed this fake petition for free? I mean, all of them are stupid. Everybody who did this is stupid. Anybody involved in it is dumb and should stay out of hip-hop business. Your mama don't know hip-hop, Drake. Okay? All she knows is sleeping with black dudes who came into town. Your mom was a thot. I'm sorry to tell you that. She'll go to work, go to the club, go hook up with black dance band members. Damn near every black band member that came in there and had your mama and her friend. Sorry to be the one to tell it to you like that. His mama was a school teacher. She was a school teacher going out at night, woo, going to the bar with her little friend. and they go see the bands. Dennis just was traveling with the band with Jimmy, what's his name? Jimmy Lewis. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. And Dennis in there playing the guitar, playing the piano. Yeah, I see it. She's like, oh my God, look at him with that little pussy mustache. She was drunk as hell. Got her with Dennis. And so, you know, Dennis got trapped. I'm pregnant. You can't leave me here. God damn, baby, I got to go. I can't stay here. No, you gotta stay with me. Oh, God damn. Damn. You sure it's mine? You have been with this month. God damn. Well, let me go do this show. No, because you're going to leave me. I'm not going to leave you. God damn. Here's some money so you don't have to go. Hey, money. I'll stay for a couple of days. Drake better get his album out before the Super Bowl. So you got 2-3 weeks to get that Party album out. Y'all better get that album out right now. Yeah, he's going to Australia. Shoot, the age limit is what? About 16? The age of consent. So he gonna fit right in. Oh no, Drake knows the only way he gonna survive is through the women. Because women don't pay attention to all the stuff that's going on. They listen to the music and go, hey, I like that R&B stuff. So he knows I got to take the R&B wave. I got to sing for the women. And that's what I'm saying. Sing, bitch. Go on and do your damn singing. That's what you need to do. They like Drake with the melodies. They don't like Drake when he act tough. You going to make some people bring back Puff. I want to see if Chills really crash something. That's the what hits me when he dropped that line. I want to see if Chills really crash something. We want to see if Chubbs can really crash something. If not, let your core audience stomach that. Then tell them where you get your abs from. V12, it's a fast one. Boom, boom, boom! Last one. Headshots of the year. Boy, you've been walking around like Daft Punk. Remember? Hey, Top Dog! Who the they playing with? Extortion's my middle name as soon as you jump off of that plane. I'm allergic to the lane. Only you like being famous. Yachty can't give you no swag either. I don't give a fuck who you hang with. It was over from Euphoria. It was already over. Euphoria told the whole world. It was so good, you had all these stupid minions who run behind him, running up saying dumb stuff. Yeah, man, that thing was going on the cob. I'm like, Gilly, you just made yourself look like the biggest fool in the world. Because there ain't no way in the hell you could listen to Euphoria and not know that this dude is in the grease. He knew he was in the grease. He couldn't back his way out of that. He was, oh yeah, y'all know what I gotta do. Yeah, I gotta, y'all know what I gotta do. Yeah, I gotta go take care of that. Yeah, okay. Kendrick don't even mention his food, and it's crushing his soul. Your name ain't mentioned one time on GNS, but everybody is loving that album and not liking you. Everything that pop up there. Turn the TV off, turn the TV off, turn the TV off, turn the TV off. They didn't turn your TV off. Your TV cold, boy. You are done. Your services are no longer needed in the community. And I'm afraid everything's going to be quite operational when you arrive. I play GNX almost every day. And you supposed to be the R&B man. Luther's beating anything you didn't put out. SZA and Kendrick, and they didn't sold out a stadium. So you ain't never done. You ain't never done a stadium. Damn, dog. You ain't even do stadiums, and you've been the man for 15 years? You ain't even do a stadium in Canada? Damn. And you thought you could stop Doc from coming to Canada? You thought you was finna stop? Not like us. At the Super Bowl. You thought you were gonna push a button that was gonna stop the largest song in the world? This ain't no freestyle story of Adion. You better off spinning again on him before you come for me. He's Terrence Thornton. I'm Terrence Crawford. Yeah, I'm whooping feet. Don't you see? Right there, he validated everything I told y'all when y'all kept coming with this Pusha T crap. And I kept saying that dude ain't beat Drake. He did. Did you hear the story of Adion? That's crap. Can't touch the Duppy freestyle. That Duppy freestyle was flawless. And all the way through, it cut through that story of Adion crap. I don't even know why he spent half of the time talking about everybody else. Y'all was going at it the wrong way. I'm like, dog, that story of Adion was that was corn on the cob. Only thing y'all was talking about is he is hiding a child. You playing border patrol. There was Drake hiding a baby. Oh my God, Drake's hiding a baby. Pusha T's killing him. I'm like, are you on crack? That's what I'm like. Are you listening to this crap he's pouring out? I mean, the Duppy freestyle was flawless all the way from beginning to end, and I gotta listen to this guy talking about you are hiding a child. I'm like, oh my God. Yeah, y'all playing border patrol. Ugh. I want all the curses. I'm like, oh my God, this is terrible. I'm just like, it's not that. It don't beat the Duppy freestyle. I'm like, I know what y'all talking about. He dissing a man 40 who ain't said nothing to him at all. I don't even know why he mentioned 40 and mentioned him being sick and him having MS. I'm like, what you dissing him for? I can see if 40's out there, F you, Pusha T, he ain't said a word. He's the engineer. And you going after him. Drake didn't lose that battle. How Drake gonna lose that battle when he put out Scorpion? That was probably the best album he put out in years. He won all the Grammy. He looking down at Pusha T. He sitting there pissed with the mean MC face. Yo, how he don't lose to a guy that works for a guy? You older than the dude you running behind. Holler at me when you multi-million. I told you keep playing with my name and I'm going to make it rain on you like Virginia Williams. I'm too persistent. Get out your feelings. It's going to be a cold summer for you. I told it was over. This dude couldn't put out no work because I told y'all about Pusha T. I told you he's lazy. The dude is lazy. He ain't going to put out no work. I told y'all that. He put out 7 songs. After the 7 songs, he's supposed to come back with another album. He didn't. Then when he came out with some album, it was like, huff, huff, puff, blow the house down, garbage. He did it out of jealousy. I told you that. When people are right, I don't pick sides. I go with right and wrong. Drake was right. That fool was wrong. Pusha T was wrong. The whole battle was wrong. He came after Drake and them because of hate. He hate that they're making money and popular and he feels I'm the better rapper than them. I hate them. He jealous. We seen these type of dudes. You have never heard me say Drake lost to Pusha T. Ain't been no change up there because it ain't. I told y'all. He was like, Kendrick just did what Pusha T did. Did he? Did he do what did Kendrick do what Pusha T did? No. He beat Drake. There ain't no doubt. That boy was knocked out in like the 4th round. He was knocked down in the 2nd, got back up, wobbled in the 2nd and the 3rd, then got finished in the 4th. Now his career's over. He getting knocked out every time he get back in the ring. Yeah, he beat him. He's shown that's beating somebody. That's defeating somebody. That's what it looks like. That's what I told you. How you just got won, Drake ain't lose nothing. Drake still was on top. He was still making hot records. Ain't nobody feel no effect from no doggone Pusha T. No. This, when your own city is turned and boom, you getting booed in your own city, boy. That's defeated. You lost. Just like it said. He's Terrence Crawford, like Terrence Thornton. I'm Terrence Crawford. I'm whooping feet. I'm different. That's all he's saying to you, boy, is he's different. Don't put me in the same category as these other guys. And all of them gonna bow down too, because nobody gonna want that smoke. Pusha T, he was too stupid to know he was insulted. Yeah, man, K-Dot said it. That's a great line. He too stupid to realize he talking about you. Like, you better off spinning again on that bum before you coming at me. You better go back and spin around the block on him again before you talk about coming for me. We in way too different leagues. Dude, they know. Like, Pusha T, no, he couldn't battle no K-Dot. Gotta put him in a doggone blender. Like I said, Drake had a better chance of winning 4 years ago. 4 years ago. And I was telling K-Dot to drop. You keep calling and throwing these little shots at Drake, go on ahead and drop it then. That's what I was saying. Like, drop it. What you doing? Drop your record. You playing with bats now. What the hell are you talking about? You just came up with something random. Hey, that's what I'm saying. Drop it. Right. I'm like 4 or 5 years ago, you had a better shot. Because if you had lost 4 or 5 years ago, K Dot would have came off as the bully. You was like, you wasn't that crazy dude then. You was still the la 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 la, the good guy. Then now you trap star, you hanging out with Gucci Man and 21 Savage, and now you a savage thugger and all that. You slimed and all this crap. That messed him up. They made you feel like you was slime in your head. Drake is corny and Kendrick is overrated as you know what. Mm-mm-mm. Drake will be fine. This ain't the 90s. Please. You see, back in those days, it was all about the image. You could beat somebody in rap, but then they could look like they getting bullied. Like, why y'all messing with him for? He don't make those kind of rap. Why y'all jumping on his head like that? You see, that's what they used to say about 50. 50 the bully. 50 just always trying to bully somebody. Why are you trying to bully Lil Wayne? Lil Wayne ain't doing nothing to him. Well, Wayne should tear him up. Wayne threw Wayne threw one little verse, and he was about to get 50 activated. Then Wayne got sober and said, "Oh no, I can't do that no more." Wayne threw one verse, and he never mentioned 50 name again. Louisiana Mo. Yeah, Hurricane Chris was on there. Y'all don't remember that? Call me Weezy and Carter. I go harder. I'm about $1. M2 quarter. Big apple serving that vitamin bitter water. I hope you die ugly, and tonight will be gorgeous. Feed me your organs, bitch. I am starving. Teardrops on my face, it look like my party. And if it's my party, I can cry if I want to. Split your up and body up in two halves if I want to. Bitch, I'm from New Orleans, but I'm going everywhere. And I have a dream to be your worst nightmare. I'm in the king's chair watching sports center. Then I cut the BT. Dinner. Throw your L's up, cause we're taking over and we're hungry, so please come with a chip on your shoulder, and we gonna get them guns that gonna sit on your shoulder. I rock the ice, but my heart is much colder. Louisiana, 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 Louisiana. Boy, Fifth was like, woo, this is good for me. Fifth was finna tear his head right off the junkie. That's all he kept calling him, a junkie. Wayne woke up the next day. They gonna be, Wayne, man, that song you did on 50, man, we put out is hot. They burning up. I did what? I ain't did no song. I did so. How y'all get me to do that? Hurricane Chris did that, man. I don't remember doing nothing. I did that. Yeah, that's me. I can't. No, I don't want to do that. No. I'm not saying another word. Yes, it's all about what's next. The battle been over. What's next? Exactly. K-Dot putting out music. K-Dot's doing the Super Bowl. K-Dot got the tour. Everything going on for K-Dot with music. I thought K-Dot is the one that come out once every 5 years. He don't do no music. He ain't giving you no music. K-Dot don't give you music. K-Dot's been putting out consistent music since this whole battle. Watch the Party Die came out to keep y'all back on the loop. He put Watch the Party Die. He got songs that he didn't even put on the album yet that might get released and put on GNX Deluxe when it come out on digital. You just gotta wait till after the Super Bowl. Now everything gonna be LA strong. Wayne wasn't going to lose the 50. He was going to lose the 50, but not lose, because he was going to look like the victim. 50 would have beat him, but he was going to look like the victim. Lil Wayne at that time was the rising tide, but 50 had to go against Wayne. He had no choice but to battle Wayne, because Wayne is the rising tide, plus he's what the new culture is. It went from we selling drugs to doing drugs. G-Unit them is about guns and drugs. And, we go guns and drugs and big. Yo, we got all this off Wayne. Like, yeah, I'm doing all the drugs you selling. Yeah, and I'm washing it down with some lean. And they were like, I don't know what to say to that. Like he said, I'm pouring syrup in your vitamin water. And people are like, yeah! Drug rap. So drug rap is the Lil Wayne culture. It's okay to do drugs and pills and be out your mind. Oh, punk rap. Prom queen. I'm like, he was going way off them drugs. Next thing you know, tats all on the face everywhere. He don't know, his brain's gone and fried. So 50's like, damn. That's why you see Wayne now all messed up. That's right, the music. He's a real hip hop artist. See, J. Cole was about the music. He's not about all this. He don't even like fame. Now, you wouldn't even know J. Cole got millions of dollars, but he walk around like he don't. Jay-Z don't like him or come around him no more because Jay-Z know, I ain't eating off him. He was smart. What J. Cole did was figure out the mistake he made on the first album. He took a lot of the money that they gave him up front. He said, no, take all my credits and start putting my production credits, because he produced his own album. He was producing the beats. So on his second album, he knew, I'm going to spend this money to get features. That's it. I'm going to get 50 Cent. I got 50 Cent on this album. I got this person on this album. And I got that person on the album. All my production money, I want that to go back to my royalties to pay off what I owe. So he started taking all his production points, saying, don't give it to me. My back end money that's supposed to go to me, don't give it to me. I want to use that to pay. I'm going to pay this off. So about time KOD came out, he paid off his debt, his loan, which was his contract. The money they gave him, he paid it off. So he was able to buy back his masters. Jay was pissed, but he was able to buy it back with KOD. He was smart. He figured that out early. Yeah, he said, pay that back. I'm producing my album. That's why this is what I tried to tell people. I've been telling them about hip hop for years. This is where the problems came in at. When you don't produce the records, all the money goes to everybody except the artist. The artist is the last person to get paid. What do you think me and Nipsey Hussle talked about? Why do you think Nipsey says the only guy I listen to on YouTube really is Carcino? I watch Carcino videos. And Academy had to tell the world that. He was like, remember that? If anybody watch Academy, I wish somebody had clipped that. He deleted that whole video so he could edit that part out where he told me, all right, I hope you leave me alone now. Can you leave me alone, please? All right. Now he told me, he said, a person I listen to is Carcino, man. All right, now come on, man. Just leave me alone. And I'm like, let's have a conversation. Me and you. Let's have the conversation. I'm open to the conversation now. Before, I didn't want to talk to you at all, but I'm open to it. But he's scared to talk to me. Why would he be scared to talk to me? Right. He's afraid of what I'm going to say. That's why. No, Kyrie, you got that wrong. I said the artist is the last to get paid. The one that actually goes in there and perform the record. Now, if that person who performs the record happens to write the song, then yeah, he'll get paid. But you see that person there, see, Whitney Houston wasn't writing songs. She could sing, and she didn't want to write. She was okay with picking a song out that some artist had made. And they wanted to do this, and they said, oh, I like this song. Clive Davidson picked the song out and like, hey, listen to this. And then Whitney was like, oh, yeah, I could do that. And Whitney would sing it, and she would sing it better than the girl who was singing. That girl was singing to try to get a record contract. And that girl, whoever wrote the song, will get credit for writing the song, and they'll take the music and everything. And then they'll buy the record from her. A one-off. Now they're going to say then they'll own the record. They'll be like, we're going to buy this record from you. So they own it. So now the studio own it, and they gave it to Whitney. So Whitney gets very little credit. This is just recording vocals. You didn't produce the music. You didn't produce nothing. So your points are small. This is why Foxy Brown is financially in dire straits, because she didn't write hardly anything. Her points is very small. Like on that China Doll album, her points is so small, it's incredible. It's like, well, you don't really get any points because you wasn't writing none of the songs. You didn't do none of the music. You screwed. Drake's new album is not even a Drake's album. This is a Drake and Party album. Why? Because Drake is a coward. He's scared. He's an insecure artist. And when you're an insecure artist, you don't believe in your work. This is what happens when you don't believe in your art. You don't have the confidence. When he let the disc record come out and you leaked it through academics, it was already over. You wouldn't even own the song for about a week. That just shows you you're not a confident artist. This is why the majority of these people don't really get it. The name of the game is pay back your masters. Me and Nipsey talked about that because I seen it happen live. Y'all got to realize, when my cousin was in a rap group with Kel from Keenan and Kel, Nickelodeon, and I'm right on there. They was in there getting a record deal. We saw other artists. We've been in Wyclef's studio. This is why these scenarios come back around full circle. They were in New York. They recorded with nobody. You don't know who nobody is if I say the name Nobody. Y'all gonna be like, who the hell is Nobody? But if I say Jay-Z, Can't Knock the Hustle, his first lead single off his album with Mary J. Blige, then you're going to go, oh, okay. I know that. Can't Knock the Hustle. Yeah, Nobody. He produced that record. Produced a lot of hit records. So I'm telling you how it goes in Hollywood. All right. They did a song that's on a movie soundtrack called Mystery Man, my own cousin. We've talked about this. You guys probably never seen the music video, but Universal Music Group paid for all of it because it was their movie. It was under Universal, and that's how I know you get paid more money from a movie soundtrack than you do almost for an album. You get almost an album budget money for it. You get a lot of money. That's why movie soundtracks in the hood, when they had Jason's Lyrics soundtrack, everybody wanted to get a song on the soundtrack. That's why Death Row kept putting out movie soundtracks. See, people didn't realize that. They was like, Death Row didn't put out a lot. Yeah, they did. They did almost all the movie soundtracks. Above the Rim, all of them. They produced those on Death Row Records. Because it's more money, because you're getting the money from the movie studio. And that's part of the movie budget is a lot bigger than the record budget. So all these movies that was from the hood, like The Great White Hype, Wu-Tang, Ray and Ghost, and they was getting big budgets to perform on those records. And at that time, it was really good money. Yeah. So you gotta understand that there's a larger game that was being played in front of you. So people's mechanical royalties were being tricked from them, and they were signing them away without even knowing what they were signing away. Like Snoop signed away his publishing day one. He was screwed because that trial had him, that murder trial that he was on, had him stuck. So he needed Suge. They spent about $2-some million, but he didn't know that was all coming out of his money anyway. It was like Suge fought for Snoop and he did all this. No, Snoop he had to deal with Def Jam. You see, the dumb thing that they did was not sign Snoop Dogg after the crime. Dre just had featuring Snoop Doggy Dogg, but Snoop wasn't signed to Death Row when the Chronic came out. G thing was the number one thing going. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know it. Exactly. All of it's done. Now, a major problem that they're facing right now is that nobody's going to take it seriously now. Like Drake, he pissed a lot of fans off. It's all the stuff he did after Not Like Us that pissed people off. The shooting at my house, I'm going to Texas, the Kendrick Lamar song, trying to do all this goofiness behind the scenes. All these lies they tried to do using academics to come up with, they're using bots to try to take me down. All these things that came out to be lies. He getting $1 billion. Another lie. Another lie. How you gonna have a settlement when there is no lawsuit? You have a petition. Y'all can come to an agreement on something, but there's no settlement because there's no case. The only case you got is the lawsuit that they got in Texas, which is still going. And you can come to an agreement on something, but to sit there and say, Drake got $1 billion. Drake ain't got no $1 billion. Is he acting like a man that got $1 billion? We just played you employees who ain't got paid. He abandoned OVO. The workers then came out and told y'all they ain't getting paid. So if they ain't getting paid and he ain't been paying attention and everything's going to crap, and you tell me this smunk got $1 billion? Maul said $2 billion. Their Maul is capping. And all he doing is fighting for Drake's affection. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That about do it. Stack don't even want to deal with Drake. Well, he's thinking that the steak deal is gonna give him another 300, 400 million, but he gonna bet and gamble all that back, and it's gonna be gone. Let me tell you what the studio do to the artist. What the F are they doing? Oh, my bets didn't go the way they were supposed to go. Hmm. All right, Michael Porter Jr., he's slowing me down. All right, cool. I see how they gonna do me. But I look at things from a different perspective, probably more than anybody else. Go Rams. All right, it's gonna go all right. He had no leverage. What would be the leverage he needed? Coming to an agreement. There is no settlement. How is there a settlement when there hasn't been a list of damages? Because there hasn't been anything filed. You guys know nothing about legal proceedings. You can't settle with a company. You can come to an agreement on something because he never filed the damn lawsuit. He made a petition to sue. saying if you don't do X, Y, and Z, I'm going to sue. UMG, what was the agreement? He didn't get anything that he wanted in the agreement. Not like us, it's still where it's at. K-Dot is still what he's at. He ain't did nothing. So your suit did absolutely nothing. Oh, if you wanted some more money, cool, get some money. But you ain't doing nothing over here. We ain't giving you none. So they was like, Drake did not lose any money. So he's losing more than that because he ain't gonna be able to pay back the damn loans. That boy is French toast. Mm-hmm. Oh, well, they love to say 16 years ago. This is longer than 16 years ago, buddy. That's Kel from Kenan and Kel. They got these leather suits on. They're out here on the soundtrack for the movie Mystery Man. Everybody from our neighborhood is in there. 3 guys from our hood is in this movie. Well, in the music video. That's Megan Good. See how young Megan was at the time? Look how. See, that's Megan Good. She was all young back then. Yes, she thought I was cute at his party, and she was 19. And I was like, she tried to tell me she was 21. I'm like, nah, you 19. Your sister is 21. Now, I like your sister, but she was dating somebody else. And all of these people, like this guy here, he's like the DJ, the producer. He made some of the tracks for Kel. And the whole thing was this whole thing where these dudes was disco music. They were trying to get rid of hip hop and all this stuff. So they came in trying to come in here, and they had everybody in here is like family. This Kel mama, and they were supposed to be these people in there in the disco place. And they comes in there, and then here comes my cousin and Fred, Big Fred in there. Jada Wanda. And they got them in these suits. They look like Diddy. Them. My cousin, of course, he complained about the goddamn suits. They got them looking like Puffy and Baby. My cousin's like, yo, we don't do these suits, bruh. Yeah, my cousin gonna be the difficult one. Don't worry about that. He gonna be that. You gonna hear him. He gonna get on your nerves, but he gonna be dedicated. So they in there putting the lines down. And my cuz basically wrote both. He wrote the whole line for both of them. They went back and forth on the rhyme. But then that's Wesley Jonathan, Sweetness from the movies. Like, so everybody in this video was partners. Like, we all partners. And like Kale's supposed to be following him in the video. Nick Cannon is here, right? But Nick did not want to be in the video. It was real weird what was going on with Kale and Nick at this time. Now, I say that to say this. This is a movie soundtrack. My cousin and Fred, they still to this day get movie checks because they appeared in this Universal music video. So whenever they bring up the soundtrack and the video comes up or whatever, it's played, the movie is played somewhere, and they're playing this song, they get a check, like a royalty check. No matter how big or small, it's coming in the mail. And it's coming to the address that they have listed on file. So if you move, you're going to have to stay up with it, you know, because all them checks will just keep coming. They'll be like, we sent the money out. But here's what studios will do to you. Yeah, this brings back some funny time. Because to come into the club, they got my cousin right here. It is crazy seeing him on this stage. Right. And he's getting ready to do the acrobatic stunt part. They was gonna use a stunt man. That's his brother that was at the door. And they go, nah, let's go in. My cousin wanted to do this part himself. He jumps in, does basically a somersault, breaks through the glass. And they breaking up the party. Everybody going through. Big Fred just walks in. My cousin got his glasses up. And ain't mad they done broke up the whole like disco party that they had. And there's Keenan. And that's this girl that they just found to put with him. He just showed up for this one scene. Keenan came in there like, baby, you all right? Let's go. And they just walked off. Dog, that was the best scene in the video. Big Keenan, dog, they gave him a standing ovation when he walked off the set. Because he left the whole set after that. Now, this is somewhere in like LA on the movie set. But they were learning the business at this time. You know, they were learning the business. So I saw a lot that went on with them and what they were going through with record contracts. Like my cousin in this outfit, you know, like this is the music video, this is what we doing, this is what we he was, man, what the hell you put me on? I want some Timberlands, I want these jeans, and my cousin, I don't wear this. I can't have my first video looking like this. You know, cuz going on. They was dogs. It's the theme of the video right now. we gotta stand out. That outfit is lit. No, dude. It's funny because now this would be in style. This was supposed to be some doggone detective futuristic type thing. It's crazy as hell. I was like, what are you doing in this damn outfits? He was, man, I don't even want to talk about it. So they came up there, and there he was with the break dancers. And this is what my cousin liked. This is the thing he liked, hanging with the break dancers. They had the dance battle. Kel's wife was over there, his ex-wife. Good, the crazy woman. Then the hip hop guys came in. They had real LA breakdancing. So when you got real LA breakdancing taking place, and then you see my cousin and they in the background. Now this is the favorite part of the video for him was hanging around these breakdancers, getting to some hip hop. Then it came down to this part. And this was the funny part here. my cousin decided there was no way in hell he had agreed to everything except for this. I am not doing no dance step routine. And Fred they both voted out. So they stepped out the way. Kel, you can do this on your own. Kel, like, come on, man, all three of us, we're going to be lined up to do it. So they were supposed to all be in here together. And this is where my cousin drew the line. This is where my cousin drew the line. It was not going to go down no more. I'm not taking no more exceptions. I didn't put on the suit. But I am not going to do no goddamn R&B dance steps. You are not going to get me on camera doing that. I'm out. Fred, like, I'm out too. Go on, Kel. You the one love to dance. Do it. You do it with the dances. So, of course, they come up with this dance routine. And my cousins was not finna learn these steps. They were not finna do any of this. And this was supposed to be some CGI, right? And they was like, that was like, it was supposed to be some CGI stuff or some special effects. Let me say this is back in this day, so it's special effects. Okay, special effects was supposed to come right here. And it never showed up. Warner Brothers Live said, "Oh, we're gonna put the special effects in." They never did. It was supposed to be like he was shooting out like fireballs on each side. When he was like, "Dude, we messed up the whole routine. This supposed to be fireballs that go off right here, like right here." He's like, "Dude, we throwing fireballs right here on this side, like boom." Boom! There's supposed to be a fireball over here. Boom! That's why their hands is going that way. Then another one's supposed to go this way. Boom! And none of it's there. I was like, Universal wasn't spending no more money on this video. That was it. So going through this process, what I learned, right, and that's Kel's wife. She came to be the one to seduce him, to distract him from putting the codes in. He was like, "Oh," and she takes the doggone thing, and he got to get it back and start doing the code again. But man, it was crazy. They supposedly hacked the system or whatever. And they saved hip hop. So that was the whole thing. They were saving hip hop from all the generic hip hop that was out there. All this generics, like disco type hip hop that was out there. So they went there, they shut down the system, they stopped the DJ man for spreading all this through the. This is about 20 years, 25 years ago. That's how old this thing is. This is 99. So this is 25 plus years ago. They stopping all this stuff to getting on the internet. They stopped the thing to go in there from spreading bad hip hop and bad music everywhere. They broke up the party. And there they go, walking away. Now, not 97, it's 99. Now, I could do a whole movie based on that alone, but seeing how the making of that song, everything that went into play, knowing how hip hop is and how you want it to be and how the studio and the majors get it, they make it something else. I heard it, I've seen it, it just two different worlds. And you start to see how it is. And me and Nipsey Hussle, we spoke about this alone. And I was telling him how artists, you don't know, like right now, this cup right here, this soda or whatever you can call it, this soda might be 50 cents in the store. The studio, you paying for it. They might bring it to you and say, hey man, you want a soda or something out the machine? Yeah, cool. All of this is gonna be charged to you under your studio time. They finna take out of your budget. But what you don't know is there's a key word that they use called markups. They not gonna say this soda is 75 cents or $1, whatever they got it for. You know what they gonna say this was? Oh man, this was $3. This is $4. They mark the price up when they billing you. Everything you get ain't gonna be the same price. They gonna mark it up. So all of it's gonna get marked up. And that's what was happening here. So they feel like somebody's stealing. Yeah, your own company. The people that's paying you is ripping you off the whole time. So they are going to they're going to mark up everything. And your studio time is going to be crazy. See, back in those times, you had to go to the studio. That was the only way to get out. You had to go to a studio. And they was laying tracks down, and like his dad had a studio, my cousin's father had a studio. So they would go to his studio and record some songs and lay some tracks down when they didn't have to. Mm-hmm. Wyclef studio. My cousin rapped with the guy who was cool with Wyclef, and that's why he was in Wyclef studio. And he was Haitian, and he knew Jack, he knew all of them, Jimmy, all of them. And I think he eventually got killed when he went to prison. Dog, his whole back was sliced up. He had like, dog, I swear to God, they took a picture of his back. His back sliced up, dog. He had nothing but cuts everywhere. Like, got knife fights in New York, dog. And he got that in prison. He was in Rikers. Just slice, dog. His whole back is sliced up. So, they was in Wyclef studio, but Wyclef, he hated Pac. And I knew what was what. from the jump because his energy level, Pras was cool with Pac. Wyclef is the one that had a problem with Pac. Oh my God. You don't know how many times I heard that. Dog, went to a show they did live. Man, it was so many kids. They was coming up with orange can sodas. Kel missed out on so much money. It's unbelievable. He got a $500 million deal with $600 million market. No, Drake problem is he make bad moves. He got good investments to protect some of his money, but it's all contingent on his success as a rapper. Once his success as a rapper starts to dwindle and the lights start to dim like it is right now, you see all his businesses are failing, right? So he's going to want a new contract, a new deal, and new money. Okay, well, that's going to be contingent on, can you sell some more records? The interest in you right now is low. Nobody's checking for Drake. They're going to check to see if you got something to say about Kendrick. But after the first week, you'll know it's going to drop. Now, Party got songs, and Party going to do well, but Party don't do those kind of numbers. That he don't do Drake numbers. All these years, you've been stealing from Party and making Party songs all these years, and you don't even know what's what. There it is, Kel and the Math MCs. Featuring Romaine Jones. Who are those mystery men? So that was the name of the song. Who are those mystery men? And it's on the soundtrack. So because it was a music video and it was paid by the Motion Picture Universal, they would each get a separate check. Won't be a lot of money, because, it's just, but it's some money coming in. So, Kel and the Math MCs. Who are those mystery men? He said he got blackballed out the business because he didn't want to wear shiny shoes. No, my cousin didn't get blackballed out the business. He just walked away from the business. That's just how life walked him away from the business. Got a wife, kids. That stuff walks you out of the business. And plus, just the business changed. Kel was focused more on his movie career and his solo thing. He kind of like gave up on the rap thing for a while. After he didn't take the deal with Busta Rhymes had on the table, he was, basically dangling around for $1 million deal. And they had 500,000 on the table. He should have took that. Now, all the songs they were making, I heard all of it. Like, I heard the album. The Math MC's got an album, and it never came out. And the album was strong. And I was like, man, this album is strong, dog. I mean, like, dog, y'all could really make some money with this. What the fuck is he waiting on? Dog, put this out. We kept telling them, put it out independent. If they don't, the majors don't want to get it there, you still got name power. Put this out independent. You can do this album is high. You done already you spent all the money making these records. You got like 20 damn songs. Put it out. He never put out those songs. To this day, he never did. No, he was just trying to get a deal, go to the record. The boat didn't sail. He over-evaluated himself, and he did not have the right business manager around him who knew something about the music business. He was being managed by his parents. They were good for you being a child actor. You know, they can handle that. But when it gets to the next level, you need a business manager. You need somebody who knows about music. You need them in there. So now here's another thing that you guys don't know. This is how you get screwed in the publishing department. This is where my cousin was screwed. Because it says Kel and the Math MCs. My cousin is not listed as a writer. Kel owns the Math MCs. So anything major with this record, all the money went to Kel. The only thing they got is the appearance fees because they are featured in a music video. Because they're featured in that music video, they're paid for that. Universal pays them separate. They have to, by law, they have to give those people the individual checks. Now, because of the music video, but Kel made up the name Math MCs because Dr. Dre took the name that the group was already the Aftermath. The group was called Aftermath, and they were way before Dr. Dre. And when Dr. Dre went and trademarked Aftermath and came out with the record label, they had to change their name to the Math MCs, Minds of the Future Thought. So they had to change their names from Aftermath, but they were the Aftermath first. When they appeared on the show, on all that, they were Aftermath. But all the money went to Kel from the writing perspective, even though my cousin wrote for this song. All the money went to Kel. Because it's what it says in the notes. Kel and the Math MCs featuring Romaine Jones. Now, Romaine Jones is going to get paid for his singing because he's featured. So they got to cut him a check for singing. But it says Kel and the Math MCs. Kel separated himself from the Math MCs, which means Kel is getting two checks. Kel Mitchell is getting paid for being Kel, and the Math MCs are getting paid, which Kel owns the Math MCs. So now, instead of my cousin and Fred getting paid, the only person that's going to get paid is Kel. He's getting their money and his money. You understand now? Do you understand this picture I'm trying to paint for you right now? Yes, my cousin was an MC. He did not care about contracts. He didn't care about nothing. Just give me, and you just paid him in cash. He cool. He just want to go in and record. That's just what he want to do. He doesn't want to. He's an MC. Man, I just want to go to Queensbridge and rap. That that's him. I want to go to the bridge and see Mom Deep and them and just get on the track with them, just rap. Then he ran into some dudes. They was recording. They was like, "Dog, you ill, man? Why don't you get on my track?" Dude was word. And he was like, "Dude, man, we don't even know them, and you in there rapping with them, y'all in there in a cipher. Yeah, I'm gonna jump on there. They want me to get on their track." My cousin just want to rap. That's just what he was. He don't care about the paperwork parts. He never was the business part of it. He just want to rhyme. That's it. And just say and be like, yeah, this dude is one of us. He an MC. He just wanted that respect. That meant more to him than a check, anything. Somebody can say that dude is ill. He didn't even need the money. That's just how he feels. You know, some people are motivated by the money, success. They want that. They gotta know. So it's a funny thing that went on there. And I'm gonna explain to y'all too about the studio and how it goes. Now, they had a producer, and the producer that made their tracks, that was making beats for them, I'm gonna do a video for this because everybody been talking about this in that comment section. That's pretty crazy. How Unc make me look stupid last night? How did he make me look stupid when did you even watch the video that I did? I'm sitting there saying it's a play because I'm telling you that in the video. I think it's a play because Shay Shay Media put this comment saying it ain't personal, it's business. That makes me think it's a play and it's not real. Do you even listen to the video I did? So how are you making me look stupid when I'm reporting what they put out? They're running a play. I didn't add anything. I'm reporting what they did. So how's that making me look? It looks stupid if I'm here creating it. I didn't create any of it. Jesus Christ. I mean, people are just so eager to just say something. You ain't the only stupid person. There's a lot of stupid people out there. So I'm gonna make a video to address all you stupids. You gotta take the L on this one. I'm like, what am I taking the L for? I can see if I made something up. They put all this out there on the internet. I'm showing what they put out. I'm like, this is what he did. This is what she put out. This is what he put out. They're running a play. That's cool. But I'm going over what they put out. I didn't create it. I didn't wake up and say, you know what? I'm going to make up something today. This is goofy. I'll make a video and deal with y'all in a minute. But let me get back to this. Now, he said, because the guest views has dropped off a bit. No, I mean, they did a play to get them some views up so they can try to promote her show because her show sucks. But I'll wait till the video to do that. Let me talk about what we was just talking about here. Now, let's get to what was going on when I was talking about Hollywood. They had a producer that made the track. His name is Kenny. You saw him in the movie Boomerang. He was on the show The Parenthood. Let me see if I got a picture of him in here. Kenny Blank. That is not Kenny. Okay, this is Kenny. I was wondering what happened to Kenny. Oh, he's doing anime series now. So this is Kenny Blank. See if y'all remember Kenny. That's Kenny. He was in Boomerang, Robert Townsend, yep, The Parenthood. Yeah, Kenny. Because I know everybody knows Zaria. Reagan Gomez. So that's Kenny. Now, Kenny was producer too. He make beats. So he was making all these tracks. Right? So he made the song. Basically, he was doing like all Kel songs, all the beats, everything. So they had an original song for the Mystery Men song. They did, and it was on to a different beat. It was entirely different. Universal said, "We don't like your producer." They was like, "This is Kenny. The song is amazing." That Mystery Men song was entirely different. And they said, "We don't like your producer." They didn't like that this black man made that beat. And they couldn't understand it. But they didn't see, my cousin them don't see what I see. I know what's going on. They don't know what's going on, but I know. They was like, "Dog, man, I don't know what's up with Universal. I think they trying to sabotage us." You know, that's how they young, they hip hop. This is it. They trying to sabotage us. They don't want Kenny to do the beat. This track is a slam. Man, this thing is a monster. And it was. It wasn't Hollywood though. The beat that you hear in that track, for the music video and everything, is not how the original song was. The original song was more hip hop than you've ever seen in your life, and it was like commercialized to be a commercial hit, and it was like, all right, now this is good, but it was more energy into it. It was like, this one was nice, it was cool, but it wasn't the original. So my cousin already had reservations about it. And they said, "Oh no, we got a guy that's gonna do the beat already. You don't have to pay him or nothing." The reason why, and I had to explain this to my cousin and I knew then. I said, that person has a contract with Universal. They already work there. They owe work to him because they gotta pay him anyway. So this person's already under contract. So they gotta pay him. So because they gotta pay him anyway, they might as well go ahead and put him to work here. So they're not going to use your producer. That's money they got to pay out. They already paying this guy. Put him on your project. Now they don't have to pay him. They already pay him. This is how a corporation thinks. I knew that 25 years ago, and I'm trying to get them to see that. Like, dude, they're not finna pay two guys. They're already paying this guy. Just sitting here. He's doing nothing. And you want to know who the guy was? The rap group that was signed with Michael Jackson Records. The first Eminem a group called Kuo. And they had the first Slim Shady. That's who they thought Eminem was when he came out. They thought he was the guy from Kuo. Wade Roberson. Chaos. Now you look at him and tell me you don't see Slim Shady. Redman wrote for them and wrote their first hit song. Then they had an R&B song called "We Blowing Up." We about to drop the bomb. We blowing up. Then they start dancing. I'm like, y'all came out like Redman, grimy as hell. Then now you dancing on your next single. We blowing up. We about to drop the bomb. We blowing up. I'm like, what the hell is this? Cool. Like, yeah. So this white guy here was end up on their thing, and he was gotten older. And now he's Michael Jackson's first group he ever signed. So let me let y'all know right now, Michael Jackson signed a kid rap group. Like, since Criss Cross blew, they were supposed to be the next like Criss Cross. So you got the white kid and the black kid named Kuo. And this is the guy. This white kid right here was the producer that was signed with Universal Records. So he had a production credit, and they let him produce that song. So he produced that song, Mystery Man, that you heard with Kel. He's the producer of it. This guy right here. So Universal grabs him to produce the record. And this is how, when you go and record a song the way you want it, and you know it sounds dope, and you like, this is a hit. That's how my cousin was. And you could tell when studios get to records, and when you make the record, and by the time they go to the studio and come back out, and you listen to it, I know what that feels like. Because I seen it live. They had a song called The Life. And man, I'm going to tell you, and this is why my cousin gets frustrated. And I understood why his frustration. And I saw this happen with what's her name and Kanye. I forgot her name. The one that was married to Iman Shumpert. That girl. And she put out her 7 songs, and it was not the same when she released it to when she recorded it. And it came out different. And rappers talk about that all the time. Joe Budden talked about that when he was with Eminem and Slaughterhouse, right? Tiana Taylor, right? She went through that. So my cousin went through that, and he was not happy. He wasn't happy because he knew what they had on the first record was gold on that. The tempo was all the way up. They say the black one is married to Reagan Gomez. Oh, then now you done made this whole thing connect. Dude, Derek, you have connected all the dots. Now it all makes sense. Because Kenny, who was the producer, was her brother on the Parenthood, but worked with Reagan Gomez. So they were always in cahoots. So they kicked Kenny out the way and took the guy that ended up becoming her husband. That is wild. You don't even know. You just connected all the dots. That's crazy. And his partner, her husband's partner, ended up producing the records and cutting Kenny out. Damn, Kenny. So anyway, Kenny produced this monster hit. Again, they did not want to use Kenny. Kenny did The Life. The Life. It kind of was the same thing. It was kind of the same thing. It's just that when the studio got to it, the beat was still the same, but not. The speed was off. When they did The Life, it was The Life. Everything running, trying to hit the number twice, learn to burn the mic device. The Life. It was like real. Money, clothes, and hoes, The Life. The Life. The Life. Money, clothes, and hoes, The Life. The Life. Man, it was live. When they did it in the studio, it was The Life, money, clothes, cars, Life a big gamble. The road of superstars. The life, money, clothes, cars. Life's a big gamble. The life of superstar. Dude, do you want to know how that hook changed from dog the song going money, clothes, and hoes to life, the life, the life, money, clothes, and hoes to life. Then the song come out, money, the life, money, clothes, cars, life's a big gamble, the road of superstar, the life, money. I said, oh my God. If I didn't hear the first version, maybe this would be all right. My cousin was, thank you. Thank you. You said too. This song here, man, they did, dog, no. They got it all slowed down. Man, he didn't like it at all. And my cousin was the troublemaker. I would have quit too. I don't play But that's what I'm saying. People don't get that part of it. You know, it's the frustration. This is your art, and you care about what it sounds like. You care about what it sounds like. Right, it's a high energy record. And they reduced it down to some studio stuff to make it just sound like some trendy, catchy thing. And it was, I don't know. And this is when they was trying to get the deal with Busta. So, yeah, it was something else. I mean, we didn't know what all Kel was going through. You know, I don't know what all he was going through because I was living my life. Mm-hmm. No, it was pretty interesting. It was a good time. But I've seen a lot in the music industry. I've seen people how people Kel was paying for the money, like putting the money up for the songs, and then when he put the money up for the records, he was making a mistake because he wasn't buying the song. He thought he was. He was leasing it. See, because people, most of y'all know by now, but 25 years ago, they didn't know what they were doing. Like leasing and buying the record. Buying the record is way more expensive. So when you lease it, that means that you can take the beat and give it to somebody else. You can use it for your record at a cheaper price, but they can still give it to somebody else. Somebody else can use it too. Nick and Kel had some problems. And unfortunately, a lot of it was on Kel. Oh yeah, I didn't never knew that. That was that's the dude from Kuo who made up that lie on Michael Jackson trying to get some money. And lied for a bag. No, see, Nick did it the smart way. Kel kind of messed up because he bumped heads with Brian Robbins. Brian Robbins is the plug for the music contracts, everything. He bumped heads with Brian. And I'm like, how do you bump head with Brian Robbins? What is going on with you? And I didn't know all this because I wouldn't have known. My cousin didn't know what was going on because he wasn't there. He was back here. Kel's back in California or whatever. And we seen Brian Robbins because Brian wasn't really working with them no more. He left Nickelodeon after a while. And he was producing movies too on the sides. So Dan Snyder ended up working with Kel and them when they was producing other shows, and then he bumped heads with Dan. But that's when he was like, I quit. I'm finna quit the show. And then that messed up everything for Keenan and everything. And Keenan and Kel didn't talk for years behind all that stuff that went down. So they ended up talking and becoming back cool again. And that was when Kel would realize I got to make amends. I messed up with a lot of people, and he had a lot of stuff going on in his household that if you buy the book, Kel book, I've seen the results of it, but I've never seen, like, I heard what happened from his side of the point of the story. Of course, his ex-wife gonna say he was lies and that she was doing all this stuff and she did all this and that. I'm like, I liked you. You was cool. Me and you never had a problem. We talked, we spoke, we never had a problem. But I can't buy what you said. I just can't go on with it because I know how y'all met. I know how you really got your hooks in him, and you was the first like real relationship he's ever had. And he ended up marrying you after you got pregnant and all this stuff. So it was kind of crazy. They was like, this gonna hurt your image. So he rushed to Hawaii and got married. And I'm like, dude, what is you doing? It's like he jumped up and went to Hawaii. Nobody even knew. Like he jumped up and did that. I wouldn't have known too much of what was going on if I didn't talk to Brian Robbins. Brian Robbins was filming the movie Hardball with Keanu Reeves, in Cabrini Green Projects in Chicago. And y'all seen that movie. And so when I met up with Brian, I was like, Brian Robbins. I was like, yeah, I know, Kenan and Kel, Aftermath was on the show. My cousin that was on your show and this and that. I was like, oh yeah, we talked, spoke, and he was just like, yeah, Kel's, yeah, he's been having some stress. Like Kel hasn't been Kel like in a while, You talked to him? I was like, no. So you should probably call him, he's not been, Kel of lately. Kel is pretty much exactly how his character was on TV. When he see people and he don't know you, he just try to get you to laugh, and he do goofy stuff. That's what he used to do. He's just fun spirited. You see Kenan's acting. He's acting. That's Kenan acting. Like all the silly stuff he does, it looks great because he has great comedic timing. But when they yell cut, Kenan is entirely different. Kenan was entirely different from Kel. They were light years apart. As soon as they yell cut, bet. Thank you. With a drink, with the girls. That's all he wanted to do. Man, Double O told him the first time he met him, he didn't care about no celebrity or nothing. Kel brought him to the hood. And he brought Kenan to the hood. He was like, yeah, this is my boy, man. He told me about me and everything. He was like, yeah, I heard about you. Yeah, what's up? Next thing you know, he's looking like, Kenan's looking like, okay, I came to Chicago to hang out with you, dog. He talking about like, I came to Chicago to hang out with you. like we finna kick it. He was like, oh, we gonna do some stuff like that later. Because his mom had this itinerary, like, okay, now you guys are gonna take pictures here. You're gonna go over here, then we're gonna go to here, then we're gonna go to my auntie house. He was like, I ain't come down here for this. Then he met our boy Double O. Double O came up to him and said the funniest thing ever. He saw him for the first time. Double O was like, put his arm around him. All right, big boy, I'm about to get you high. He was, thank you. I've been looking for you all day. Big boy, I'm about to get you high. Oh my God, that was the funniest thing in life. Big boy, I'm about to get you high. That was it. Right then and there. No, all he did was ask for Double O. For the rest of the trip, man, where's Double O? You got his number. I need to get back up with him. Shoot. But yeah, it was so many problems that was going on down there. Mike, I had a whole thing. Kel is in a whole different space now. He's like almost a pastor. Like my cousin that I'm talking about, the rap, he way gone. He about to be a pastor. And they all turned to God and religion. My cousin barely listened to rap anymore. But he listened to the Kendrick Lamar Drake thing. He was the one that didn't not like us. I was like, what? When it first came out, he was like, everybody was telling him he was crazy. That was who I was talking to when it first dropped, was him. Because I know for sure he was going to hear it. But that's how I know he been into the Bible and just listening to everything. He missed that. I'm like, how did you miss this? You would be, I knew anybody would be on it. You would. But then that's just how much, it's 25 years later, man. He's a grandfather now, he's doing this thing. Turning his life to God, and doing all that. You can't knock that. Man, if me and Kel was to talk, oh, the stories would be super fire. Oh, it'd be super fire. But he does like a faith religion show. So when I came up there, he was doing a live stream promoting his book. So when I came up there and he saw me, he was like, oh man. Like he recognized me right off the bat. Yeah, I never gave up on him, man. I remember I contacted him and told him because a kid who was going through a lot, people were picking on him and bullying him. Like Kel helped him get through a lot in life. So I was like, man. He was like, dude, you really know him? I'm like, yes, absolutely. So I tried to get his mom to get him on the phone. Yeah, that was me and him talked about that. I was like, dude, I tried to get in contact with you like about years ago, but it was so hard because he was going through something during that time, and he just needed to go through that. And he came out on the other side. He got a new wife, a new family. He still loves his kids, but it's just that the toxic stuff that went on with his ex-wife. You heard his Club Shay Shay interview. You heard Club Shay Shay, right? Let that sink in. Dog, my phone was blowing up. As soon as Kel was on Club Shay Shay, my phone was my cousin phone. Okay, what is this?
Michael Jordan scored 50 points or more in the playoffs 8 times, more than Kobe, KD, LeBron, and Wilt combined. Jordan also had the most.
Oh yeah, they don't. Well, see, that's what a lot of people don't understand is that when you start making up things that you want to do to try to hurt somebody, or you trying to take whatever they got, you're gonna end up hurting yourself. Yeah, it's gonna end up hurting you. Down the road, it's gonna hurt you. Well, can he do voice acting now? Oh yeah, he was on Magic Johnson's show. I don't know where he used to be on YouTube. I don't know where it is now. Mm-hmm. Pretty much. Let me see.
Very special. Yeah, featuring our very own Kel Mitchell.
I have a special performance for you tonight.
Very special. Yeah, featuring our very own Kel Mitchell. Chillin' because we got that feeling. Chillin' because we got that feeling. Chillin' because we got that feeling.
Mic check, I serve and protect and catch mad wreck to get my respect, but stay back. I hold the mic like a and she said get really with.
Now this is in 1994, 95. So this is like 94, 95.
They don't know who they toying with. Not a b-boy, you get just the new Jack Buster. Some fake MCs, they on my tip and cluster. I spit rhymes like an old hillbilly.
Your style is crusty like a clown, you sound silly.
I'm paranoid, schizophrenic. Some say I'm wacko. Biting my rhymes to burn your throat like tobacco. So come take this breathalyzer, get it deodorized, just styles weak. I wouldn't lie to you, I gotta have it like energy. This is my philosophy, vacation the industry. Get done religiously. Don't make me mad, cause you get this when I get blissed. And I'll hit you with this.
Chillin' because we got that feeling. Chillin' because we got that feeling. Chillin' because we got that feeling. Chillin' because we got that feeling.
Always irritated, restless, long overweighted, getting aggravated, but the got me faded. Stated in the pages, Deathstroke is the greatest. AFTER, man, is the latest.
Yeah.
Chilling cause I got that feeling. Illinois states mesmerized by the sun, my eyes couldn't focus. Couldn't break too late, I'm supposed to take up and out my face. All these rocky spots like us,
We DDT like Jake the Snake.
fresh it alone.
Nobody's
My
home.
phone and down my people, DATAWCAET. It's on the way and
Yo,
every.
bringing the funk out of the blood. I still do this album bump, shaking you up. When you hear my style tonight, when I'm getting fouled on the stage like a gauge, I am feeling rage on the page on your book. Look, here comes the looking granny, have you really any irresist for danger? So move just like a bull, like an anchor. Does this song? Good luck, what's the sound effect? We can snap your neck, hold up, protect. I'm a funny dialect, if it ain't over yet. So beware, nothing in the flare. Lightning, like lightning, how exciting. I'm fighting, you just remember. You must have been insane when you thought you could play this game. This funky ballers have your shoulders. You've been crawling up your vertebrae. So hey, step back and get your head cracked. You whack, this rap is called chillin' because we got that feeling. Chillin' because we got that feeling. Chillin' because we got that feeling. Chillin' because we got that feeling.
When I'm the flex, I ain't the mic at your chest.
So check out these funky rhythms that we manifest.
We put them together, 3 hands are better than one.
We not G-rapping photo, but we have you on the run.
So think quick before you open your mouth.
Go you Genesis with this down south.
Ooh, we top billing.
And we we just chillin'.
Cause you know we got that feeling, chillin', cause 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 we got that feeling, chillin', yeah, give it up, I'm the DATA, Aftermath, and it don't stop, it get down, yeah.
So when they did that song, that's 1994. Chillin'. The 1994 Chillin' song. Yeah, that was they had like a whole list of songs. They declined all of them except for Chillin'. They said you could perform this one. All the other songs was way too hard. Chillin' had to be changed. Like they had to mute out some of Fred's vocals, even for that, because it's on Nickelodeon. So I was just like, man, how they finna pull this off? Oh yeah, she was great. She was really funny on the show. Then she went to, because they were on the same lot, they went to do Steve Harvey's show too. So she was on there. She was funny on Steve Harvey. Keenan Kel and her was doing Steve Harvey. Yeah. Man, it's 3 o'clock, man. I'm supposed to go to the gym tonight. Well, I guess that's out. So I might as well do some work. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do some work. I'm gonna do this and that. Man, that's out the frame right now. Man, we done talked about Champagne Sloppy. You done messed up my video. I'm supposed to be bragging about my Pistons. But all right, man. Thank y'all for listening, man, and taking me down memory lane too. So I'm gonna get up out of here, man. Peace.